Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early and try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. They go play action with Eason. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jaguars 34-yard line.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jeremy Chin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Play action. It's Newton. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins. 76 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The drive will start with an option going left. Fight it. I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. They'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brought down by Drew Tranquill. A 6-yard pickup brings up second
from the gun. Here's Newton.
24-yard line.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. That's caught by Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on the scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
There, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing again. Eason. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it'll be third down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play action. It's Eason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10. Newton again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Dix on the coverage.
To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 14, Vikings 3.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On second and 11 now. Newton. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
second down and goal. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
His kick is
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
PTQT on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. And going deep for Hill. Coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's got him in. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jaguars 24, Vikings 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
2nd down, here's Isoswerve. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Let's go. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brings up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason, and going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Jacksonville.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Rolling to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They will run it with Swift here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars continue to roll.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Jaguars 38. Vikings.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it. It costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
38.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Yards. First down, Jaguars.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Gain of 5. And a Jaguar first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jaguars.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Swift, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As his guy, oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
For 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking.
It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Time recount, 82 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. On 1st and 10, Newton flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Caught by Nelson left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
From the gun, Newton. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
3 yards on the play. First down, Jackson.
On first down, Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Newton. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift taking it in. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Decent on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Swift. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 20.
Eason. My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Yet another mistake after the interception there. I guess you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
72.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
36-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason, and he's going to go down again. Jeremy Chin picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to look deep down the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Eason got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Eason. They almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. It's Eckler again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A 4-yard loss.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Score Jaguars.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for